Alright, guys.
Get it going.
First thing. It's going to be mainly a movie and TV review, but the first thing I have to kick it off by saying. Now, I go to the gym at least 4 times a week. On a great week, 7 days a week. Stop bringing your kids to the gym that don't know how to act. Okay?
There's a personal story here.
This is ridiculous. I always have the most jacked up gym
She
experiences.
tells me this all the time.
And y'all, this was actually something that happened like last week. But no, actually not even last week. There was something that happened last week, and there was something that happened. There was like 2 things that happened this week. Now, ladies, I'm just gonna let you know this one instance. It's like, ladies, if you have BO, if you know you stink, if you know you put in that work in and you don't maybe have the best deodorant, please wear a hoodie. It'll trap all that scent. Just do that, because there were some, ladies in the gym. They smelled horrible, and I actually gagged, but of course not literally like out in the open. That'd be very rude. But like I said, ladies, like, it's okay. People stink. You putting in work. You at the gym. I'm not expecting you to smell like roses, but definitely wear a hoodie if you know you kind of funky, right? So that's one. And then I'll get back to the kid in a second. And then two, have y'all ever had like weird things occur, like people just want to be around you? There's I go down to the gym and say like I'm on the elliptical, for instance. Why a woman come up right behind me and start doing jumping jacks? Y'all, the whole gym is empty. It's only her and I in there. Why did you come? And the ellipticals where the gym we go to is in the corner. Why did you do jumping jacks right behind me? It's a little confusing. And the same girl did the exact same thing when I was on the treadmill. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I have a scent that maybe women love, which I wouldn't mind. But what are we doing? There's a whole gym. And then also people, so I understand also, there's times when you're at the gym, you might just be walking, so you'd be on the phone, right, with your friends, or maybe a family member, someone might call, whatever. Or some people be working and even working out. I do not know why we are loud on the phone. I know for a fact I am loud on the phone. So I know I cannot be talking to my girlfriends when I'm at the gym. It'll be it's going to be, first of all, a distraction for me. I'm not going to be doing the best that I can. And also, two, it's going to be a distraction for those around me. I know I'm loud. Why are we screaming on the phone, and why do we have the phone on speaker? I do not need to hear about how you got boned last night. I don't need to hear about what you made for your husband the other day. These are all things that have occurred to me, guys. And then the worst of them all, the kids, the kids, the kids.
The kids.
If you have now, granted, I don't have any children, so I don't understand, how you might have to balance, working out and having a child. But I do know that every single one that I've seen, there are 2 parents. You guys have got to take turns. This little boy, we were on the treadmills. There's 3 treadmills, okay? Why was little boy throwing the ball on the treadmill? So I'm on the
Oh my
farthest
goodness.
one.
And this one I was a
He's
part of
in the
too.
middle
Like, this is the
one.
only time I was actually able to experience this
Why
bullshit.
was there a little boy in there with both of his parents are in there too. Both of his parents were in there. And the kid had a soccer ball. The dad, I guess, maybe he's a soccer player, or maybe he plays like, either way. Can you hear me?
You're good. Yeah, you're good.
Wow, guys, you just cut me off being rude. Put it on the floor, bitch. But this little boy was in there. First of all, his dad is the one who brought in a soccer ball. Okay. Now, granted, if you're gonna go into another room, if you're gonna practice with the ball, if you're gonna, maybe that's something that maybe distracts his kid. Your kid was throwing it on the treadmill. On the treadmill, not like trying to see it roll off. He was throwing the ball on the treadmill. Not only is that dangerous for
For me, it was
yeah.
dangerous for me.
Not
Honestly,
only
like, yeah, it wasn't just dangerous for me. It was dangerous for like anybody in there and for him himself because he kept throwing it on the treadmill. Then he was playing on the treadmill himself. Y'all, I can't even tell y'all how like ghetto
ghetto
this
it
was. I
was.
was like, come on, y'all.
And
I was like, what
then
are we
get this,
doing?
y'all. Remember I told y'all the ellipticals were in the corner. The mom's over there on the elliptical in the corner. The dad is behind the son. with the treadmill. And this is like a little boy. It's not like it's like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old. This is a little boy, probably like maybe no older than 6. And he was once again throwing the ball. And then the dad's behind him on like a mat or whatever. And granted, me and Isaiah are still on the other treadmills.
We've been using it this whole time. We haven't gotten off. We haven't left this entire time. In my mind, I'm just trying to think, why is this happening right now? Like,
Because I was
what's
there.
going
Because
on?
I was there.
Like,
But
it's
it
just
was
annoying.
ridiculous. He was throwing it, and then kid you not, guys, while the kid is throwing it, the mom is screaming. So basically, we're in between them because they're on the right, like the mom's in the right corner on the ellipticals. The dad is behind us, behind the son.
Keep going. Keep
Oh
going. No,
God.
you're fine. Keep going.
Oh, cringe. Ah! But the dad is literally behind us as well. Why are they screaming over each other to get him? Oh, get him. Oh, what's going on? And then like they also are speaking a different language, so we have no clue as to what they're saying. All we heard was get him. And I was like, we are in between you guys trying to parent and it's not working. Your son is still throwing the ball. And like none of them get up and try to be like, okay, stop. Then they only time they get up is when they want to, because obviously the treadmills are motion censored.
Hmm.
So if you get off of it, it'll like obviously stop and like it'll pause, and then you have 5 minutes before like it'll just completely stop the whole entire treadmill.
Hmm.
So literally they had to keep getting up to go over there and do that. Why are you guys doing that? But regardless, I'm not trying to tell, because of course I'm not going to tell anyone how to parent. That's not my kid. You need to control your kids. But as a parent, you also realize what it was before. Put yourself in the people's shoes, me and Isaiah's shoes.
Hmm.
Why are you letting your kid, first of all, not only throw it, that ball could have easily hit one of our treadmills and we could have easily slipped and fell. It could have hurt your son. It could have bounced back and hit him and knocked him out. There's free weights
I
around.
was dead ass waiting for the ball to hit me just so I could fall down, really get that, lawyer money up. I mean, I'm not lying to y'all. Like, I was
It's
gonna
just,
feign an injury because what are you doing
but
throwing
it's
the ball
also,
at me?
and also the fact is you're not even trying to get your kid to stop. Then you guys are screaming over other patrons in the gym to tell your kid to stop. It's called, okay, honey, he's not behaving today. I'm going to take him upstairs. Whenever you're done, I'll go ahead and come back.
Mm.
Like, I don't, because not, like I said, if it was just like a single mom or single dad, it's okay. Well, I guess you have to have him here, whatever. But still, you need to. There's also other kids that I've been there too, and they are very good. They sit there, they're on their phone or their iPad, or they're just watching the TV, or they just sit there and quiet, or just watch their parents work out.
Hmm.
So why? I don't know. I just hope any parent out there that hears this, and maybe they think I'm spoiled or whatever, don't have your kids ruining. First of all, because like no matter what, I pay to be at that gym. So at the fact that you could possibly be damaging equipment, there was already one treadmill broken. Who wonder why? Maybe because the kid was throwing a ball on it.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. I'm just like, and then also like I said, and also the safety of your kid. You should not have your kid be throwing stuff around like that, because like I said, if he gets hurt, it's on y'all. And then what are you doing? You're gonna just scream over one another, and then you're gonna have to leave regardless, right? So it's just ridiculous. Like I said, people, if you don't know how, if gym etiquette is completely gone, it's completely
That's
gone. It
that's
doesn't
a that's a
exist.
whole other stream we could have about gym etiquette.
It's
But the
just
way
it.
we experience it at the apartment complex is it's actually just wild.
And y'all, you know what's even funny? This will be the last thing I say. Because, like I said, just control your kids or don't bring them to the gym. Simple. Don't bring them to the gym or take turns or get a babysitter so that you can go. You can afford a babysitter for 30 minutes. I'm sure a neighbor will watch. But also, I understand you can't trust everybody with your kids either.
Hmm.
Um, guys, I was running on the treadmill, right? Like I told you guys, there's 3 of them. I was on the farthest one. A man had come in and went to like pretty much no one was in the middle one, but there's 3, like I said. So I'm on the far um left and he's on the far right. Guys, in the middle of him running, he jumps onto the middle one.
Recklessly.
Mid
Yep.
running, he didn't stop it. It wasn't like he was like, "Oh, this treadmill isn't working," or maybe it's glitching out, maybe it's skipping. No, in the middle of his running, he runs to the second one, so then he's literally right next to me. Like I said, I don't care because he wasn't bad. He didn't stink. He wasn't doing the most. But I just wanted to know: have you guys ever seen that where someone just hops off of a treadmill to go to the middle one?
And I didn't believe these stories at first when I heard them, but then when I experienced that kid throwing the ball on the treadmill, I thought we've got to really crazy gym etiquette place at our place. Like I don't understand why they act this way, but I'm sure it'll keep happening. I'm sure it will continue to happen. So just get used to it.
It's just, yeah, like I said, the
We
one
just
thing I
got
can't
used
do,
to
I
it
just
now.
can't do the kids. I can't do the kids. I cannot. It's just like I said, if your kid does not know how to act, they should not be in the gym. Simple, point blank, period. If
Hmm.
you can't control your kids, then you need to control them before you come to the gym, or do not bring them. Sorry to say, or wait for them to be asleep and then maybe, or there's so many things you can do at home too, like a quick workout at home, or also we're lucky to have like two gyms, so there's also another room within this gym, so it's like, go to the other room. Like, I would have, like, the dad was not even on the treadmill. He could have easily taken his son to the other room while the mom was on the elliptical. Very easy fix. You don't even have to leave. You can literally just go to another room and then have your kid in there. But I'm sure the dad didn't want to leave and not have the mom there, because then who knows if he knew how to even control the kid at all.
Hmm.
It's just, it was just embarrassing. I was like, this is ridiculous. And we ended up having to cut our thing short because I'm like, you're throwing balls. It's loud. You guys are screaming over us. I can't hear my music. I can't hear my videos. So it's like, usually one day out of the week, I do go to the gym just to work out for a very long time, but it's not an intense workout. So that was one of those times, and it definitely was cut extremely short because of, once again, the fun times at the gym.
But yeah,
I probably will have a
we'll have more of them. I was about to say
I'll
you're
probably have
definitely
a
gonna have
story
more of
each and
them.
every time, because the gym for me is,
Hmm.
it's hit or miss. It's
It's hit or
hit or
miss.
miss, and most of the time it is a miss.
Hmm.
So yeah, but that's it for the gym. Like I said, if you're a parent, please just be mindful of other patrons there too whenever you bring your kid. If you know your kid, you know if your kid don't know how to act. Okay?
Hmm.
You know. So be wary of that.
But let's get on to the reviews now. We've got how many? One,
Let's
two,
do
three, four. My goodness, we got quite a bit. This
we'll
is gonna be
start
the
with
most.
this one. All right, guys, he'll take this one away since it's one of his faves.
Wow, Saw X. We're just gonna okay. Let's
Because
just.
Halloween's over.
I mean, yeah, Halloween's
Then we'll
over.
do
We
this
really
one.
didn't have that productive of a Halloween in terms of let's watch a whole bunch
I
of
honestly forgot
movies.
it was Halloween, guys.
Yeah,
I
we
literally
really didn't
forgot.
pay attention to all the Halloween movies. We ended up watching Saw X though. We went to the theaters for it. Let's just say we're
I
not going back to that movie theaters again.
Yeah,
Not,
guys,
but
it
it's
was a
not because
little
of the movie.
ghetto. It was a little ghetto.
Not
There
because
were
the movie itself. It was just because
flies.
yeah, there were flies in the theater. We movie etiquette. I don't know. I mean, you gotta
Well, not etiquette, movie cleanliness.
cleanliness. Really,
It
it's
wasn't,
just
and it wasn't dirty. It wasn't nasty. The seats weren't dirty or anything. It was just there were flies everywhere, and we were just like, it didn't smell like food, didn't smell like shit, none of that. So we were a little confused. So it was a little bit of a distraction.
hmm.
But I personally am not a huge fan of this sauce. I don't like torture films. He is. But we gave it our rating, and we gave it the same rating. But
I think overall it was
be good people.
yes, be good people. I mean, this one was definitely different from all the other ones because it focused a little bit more on John like himself. You're so used to all the other like the things he kind of builds around. But I mean, for me, the series itself, we're like 10, 11 movies in. The last one
10.
had Chris Rock in it, so it doesn't count, y'all.
Okay.
Um,
That was a spinoff.
it was a spinoff, and it really didn't need to be made. But this one was fine. We ended up giving it a solid B.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising.
The
It was
reason why
still
we
tortury, but it wasn't. I don't know.
it wasn't
It
that
wasn't that
gruesome. There was
gruesome.
only
Yeah.
really there was really only one gruesome part for me, but hey, she a dog, she gonna do what she need to do.
Oh
But
yeah, that one. That one was kind of not as
this one was
hard to watch
I
as other
liked it
things.
because it was tame, and like I just told you guys, I don't
Hmm.
like torture.
And
So
the story actually was
and it made sense.
made sense. Made sense.
People are cruel. Like I said, no matter
There
what,
are some
people
cool people.
be good people.
And don't do John Kramer wrong, y'all. That's the message. If you go like, why would you screw over John Kramer? And
Like you said, you have terrible luck.
yeah,
You must have the worst luck.
there's like a post credit scene, I guess. Was it like a post credit scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a post credit scene. Is it worth waiting for?
No, you
No.
can watch it on
Say what? No, it's not
YouTube.
worth waiting
It's
for.
really not worth waiting
It
for. But
was
it doesn't take that long to wait
yeah.
for, though. It's not like it's at the end of the credits. You can wait. It's like, I think, 2 minutes into the credits.
I mean, still, if I had a best part
That's a
of the
long
movie,
time.
I would
20
say,
seconds.
hmm?
I said it's like 2 minutes in. No, it's about 20 seconds into the credits.
Yeah, 20
2
seconds
minutes is
into
a long
credits.
time.
Yeah, best part for me would probably be that first kind of
The gruesome
trap she was in,
one.
the gruesome one, and just because it starts off everything. So I would say that was pretty decent. The twists are there, y'all. So it's a classic Saw movie, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Solid B surprised us. I would say that I thought for sure we would walk out and she'd be like, this was some ass and F.
Yeah,
But no, it
enough.
wasn't. It wasn't. Solid B.
Yeah, it was
Solid
fine.
B,
Like I said,
y'all.
I liked it just a little bit more than the others because, like I said, it wasn't as gruesome. But if you like them gruesome and you like that torture stuff, this one will probably be like the worst one for you because it's
Yeah,
not
it probably
that.
like the worst one for you. But compared to all the other Saws, I would probably say it's the third best one I've watched, and that's pretty
Oh,
surprising.
okay.
Pretty surprising.
But
Oh,
it
and
did have a
Amanda
good
looked.
story.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah,
No
Amanda
spoilers. She's
is
in the movie
aging.
because she's aging. Yeah, they. If you're gonna go back in time and show us how they looked younger,
You
might
gotta
need
get a
to.
younger
Yeah, I'm about to say we might need to get another
actress.
actress because we
But hey, girl, you still look good. We all age.
still did a good job acting. Fun little horror movie, but yeah.
Okay, guys,
Let's
that's
move on.
Saw. Okay, guys, so my lovely Five Nights at Freddy's.
Ooh. See, we.
You guys,
Oh.
okay, so this movie was it, obviously you guys saw like the Rotten Tomatoes score, which was very low, and then the audience score was very high. It was a huge, obviously,
Disparity between the two.
yes. Now, granted, the story was cool. Josh did his thing. You made me care a little. You made me care
I
to a
had to
certain
walk that one
extent.
back.
You made me care to a certain extent. But what I will say, you did not scare me.
Exactly.
Whenever you watch those Five Nights at Freddy's video games, or like anyone play it, or you played it yourself, you were scared. You were like, damn, are these things gonna pop out? What's going
Hmm.
on? Am I gonna get killed?
Hence why there's so many of them that
It,
are made.
yeah, it's like this one, it was just not scary.
At all.
It wasn't scary at all. And then even like a part when they kind of made them even kind of loving, it was just
There's no
not.
spoiler there. That was in the trailer too, when they're all like laying down on the ground in a circle together.
It's
Yeah,
just
that was when I saw that picture. I figured,
it just wasn't
uh,
scary. So because of that, like I said, I wanted to see Scott's vision of it being come to the game coming to life.
actually coming to life.
But I also understand, the different aspect he took on it because he wants to make it different than the game. But also, like I said, the game was scary. This was not scary at
Mm-mm.
all. So
And another plot point of the movie almost took it over. I would say
to where it almost didn't even feel like it was
It almost
anymore.
didn't even feel like a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. A big chunk of the movie, can't spoil that part, but it does have to do with what goes on in was it Scott? Is that his name? No, it's a
Scott,
yeah. Well, the main
Scott is.
character's name
Oh, I
in the
don't.
in
Josh
the
Hutcherson.
yeah, the actor. We don't even remember the main character's name of the security guard. But anyway, Josh's character goes through something when he's asleep. And that was, I'm not even gonna lie to you, that kept me more engaged in the movie
And that's what made
than
me.
the actual animatronics themselves at some
And
points.
that's why I felt like it kind of made me disconnect because it's like, okay, you guys have you guys have this good storyline going on, but to me, it's like I don't really care that much
Hmm.
because I don't really care for you or your brother. I'm here to see the animatronics kill some
Now, did it
people.
have any? Now, speaking of that great transition, how was the gruesomeness here? I mean, this is a. We watched it on
It
Peacock,
wasn't
by the
gruesome, and
way.
then
Should have
plus
told you that.
it was PG-13, so I knew it wasn't going to be too much. Like I just expected it to still be a little bit scary. There's PG-13 movies that are scary,
Hmm.
but
In different ways.
yeah, it's like there was no suspense. There was never a time
It's
where I
not a
was like,
thriller
it
either.
wasn't. So it was just kind of like,
And I'm sorry, if you're somebody expecting, I'm sorry, if you're expecting Josh to be playing on the cameras, yeah,
it
it
doesn't
does not happen. I'm
happen.
sorry.
Yeah.
Like, tell you that right now. Now, shout out to your boy Corey Kankshin. He's in the movie. We
Corey did a
like
good
him. He did
job.
a
Good
good
job.
job with his scene. He was in there. He had probably one of the funnier parts, and he was only on there for a couple
Yeah.
minutes. But yeah, the character work. Josh really seemed like he was carrying actor wise.
They did have
The
a
only
the girl was
oh my
annoying.
god,
Oh my
oh
gosh.
lord,
Like,
yeah, we
and
need to pack her
it's
up.
not even a really I don't look at her as a love interest. I look at her as a
Really, because
bozo.
she was just throwing herself at him in the
I
beginning.
know.
Y'all, I'm
But
sorry. It
it was
was.
just weird. Like, can you guys imagine working somewhere, someone all up on you, but
It's a
little d-
police
little
officer.
do you know that this whole police officer knows that something terrible, like not terrible as in like, oh, you might get hurt on like maybe a rickety machine. No, you could
I tried to tell
die
you. I
in
tried to
my
tell
own
you in my
way,
own way.
that I was possibly going to die and they
And
were
that's
possibly going to kill my sister.
and that's not even the biggest twist of the movie, which we can't tell you obviously. But when we found that out, we said, Well, damn, you're just kind of a shitty
Okay.
person.
Scooby Dooby
I ain't even gonna
Doo.
lie.
Yeah.
But it's a D for
It's.
us. It is a D for us. I'm sorry. Will it
I
ever
think we
get
gave it a
rewatched?
C. We
Did we
gave
give it
it.
a C?
We gave it a C.
Let's
We didn't give it a
well
D.
let's
We gave
check
it a
the
C
tape.
because it was still a fine movie. It just wasn't what we expected in terms of of us trying to actually be scared. You know.
I don't think we wrote it down.
We didn't.
Dang. No, because it's definitely not an A. Oh wow, I was looking at TV shows. I was supposed to be looking at movies.
It's not there. We didn't write it down.
Dang, we did not write it
But
down. I swear I put
I
down FNAF. Like I put down FNAF, whatever.
But yeah, we gave it a C because, like I said, it's a fine movie. But I can understand why the critics, because to me, whenever you're making a movie out of a video game, you do have to appeal to all. Because that's why Marvel is failing, right? You do have to
Oof.
appeal to so many things. Because if I like for our parents, for example,
Hmm.
they have to know what they're walking into, and they have to kind of get the gist of what's going on. I feel like if I was my mom and I went in there thinking I'm gonna watch like maybe a thriller, kind of scary movie, these animatronics killing people,
You did not get that.
you don't get
You would
any of
not you
it.
would not
You
walk
would
out of
be
there.
like, oh, this is kind of like a Lifetime movie, you know, like he's.
Okay, and even from a different perspective, what if it's like a younger kid? Like maybe like just
I
like
would
a
not be
fun
scared of
PG
them.
13. Well, maybe like okay, let's just take them to a movie for the weekend. PG 13. Are they gonna be scared by it? Probably not.
Maybe just one
Maybe
part,
one
but
part. The only part that actually made me feel anything was damn near at the end, and that's when it was some other reveal. But it was
yeah,
but it was honestly how the animatronic looked, guys. It looked, and I will give them that. That's the best part. They look
they look
great.
great.
They do
Yeah.
look great, but it's like you did waste it
But even the end kind of seemed rushed a little
a
bit.
little. We could have added another
Yeah,
20 minutes of what the hell was going on there.
it did seem a little bit
Like I
rushed.
said, this second storyline they were doing was a good little suspense in its own. How he was trying to figure that out. That was the best part of the movie for me. So the fact that the best part of the movie has nothing to do with the animatronics, D. So that's
Hey,
just me
but
personally. She'll give it a C
animatronics.
because she's a little bit soft on it, but
Yeah, I love
I'm gonna be dead
FNAF.
ass with you. It was not.
We'll
It's
give
not a
it a C
movie.
for
We'll give it a
Corey.
C for Corey. We'll give it a C for
Yeah.
Corey. And Markiplier was supposed to be in it. Save your bucks.
Stop.
Sorry.
He literally kept saying that from the start because Corey was in it.
I'm
Stop. Corey
sorry.
was in it. But overall, like I said, what I recommend it, like I would not recommend it to anyone who has not seen the video games. I would not recommend it to my mom, my
This is not
sister,
something to jump
my
into for
father.
fun.
Yeah, it's not a good enough movie for me to be like, oh yeah, it's a good movie. That's a quick like good watch. I'd be like, no, unless you've seen the video games, you might want to just watch it, but it's not. I don't know
Watch
what
an
you're gonna
8 hour
expect.
lore video first.
Yeah, do that, but it
No,
really
but
wouldn't even matter.
no, honestly, you're gonna get 20 times more scared just watching YouTubers play it online. Like
Exactly.
in the dark, headphones on, or just play it yourself. Honestly, it's not worth seeing.
Pause.
If you, wow,
It's not like you said
wow,
play with yourself.
I said
Pause.
play it yourself. Wow, unbelievable. Anyway,
Okay, so
is that our last
that
movie we did? Are we on shows now? We're on
yes.
shows now. Ooh, what do we want to get into first?
Let's go ahead. Let's okay, so the latest, so let's do one. So guys, I do not like pirates.
Ooh, surprise,
Monkey
surprise.
D. Luffy, you made me like pirates.
Yes, we finally watched the Netflix One Piece series, like the
Because we
live
clearly were
action.
not going to watch the 2,000, 10,000
10,000 episodes
episodes.
still continuing, I think, to this day. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
so it's just like, but it did do very well because I remember the first episode we saw, I was like, okay. And the first episode, I was like, okay, like these are pirates, but
Hmm.
you know, I
You
can
get the
watch another
anime
one.
vibe of them repeating the same thing time and time again.
I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and
Hokage, exactly. So like Luffy is the same way. I want to be king of the
pirates.
pirates,
I'm gonna be
but
Hokage.
the kid actors I think did a good job introducing
They
you to
did
like the
great, yeah.
sweetness of kind of like the dream of what he wants, him getting the
But that's
devil
what I
fruit.
like because it all started with them kind of being harsh, and then we all got to kind of learn about them, and it did it quickly. It was only 8 episodes, but it
But
did
it
it
paced
quickly,
well in the
yeah.
episodes.
And it didn't seem no episode felt like, oh my gosh, this is going on too long. This is
No.
dragging. Hey, but if y'all seen it, that girl's parents, that
Ooh.
butler. Man, you're
Nah, that was wild. That
cruel.
was
You're
I forgot her name, but
cruel.
the one who was sick and they were trying to get they needed her boat. That's how they got in the boat in the
Yeah.
first place. No, that was I think that was probably our best favorite episode. That was really
That
fun to
was
watch.
cruel. Like that
That was a
was
really cool villain. And he's
um
still nah.
and he's still around.
He's
Like
still
all of
around.
them, but we can already kind of see because we've already watched animes and stuff and we still are. So it's like we can kind of see where it's going. Like all these villains are still kind of alive
It's
because
a
Monkey is
build
not
up.
killing them. So
He doesn't really have a reason to. He really just wants to
he
be
needs to take
king of the
a
pirates.
he needs to take a
But
page out of
the cook
Zoro.
and his the cook and his the pirate that saved him, obviously.
Yeah,
That was that no
that
that
was
right there.
heartfelt.
That was
It
very
was very
heartfelt.
sweet, very very
We know in an
sweet.
anime that probably like 20 episodes, so it was nice to get it in a good
Yeah.
opening. You know, that's another thing. I think
And I'm
Netflix did a
sorry to
great
say,
job
if
with
you were
this.
gone at sea, especially back in the day, you're not lasting for
Was that based
40
like 70
days.
days?
Yeah, 7. Yeah, it was a
When it
long.
got to seven,
Your jet. You might last a good. If you're very lucky, a month. If you're in good health, good shape, you have food for at least a week or two, you can last maybe a month. After that, and they were high up on them
mm-hmm,
rocks, you're dead. You're gonna be dehydrated quicker than you know.
mm-hmm. But I will say this just to be a little bit more detailed. When you have that many episodes to work from, you did a phenomenal job introducing the characters. And you didn't like each episode it felt like, you know what, I do want to learn a little bit more about this character, especially dang, I forgot her name. The girl of the crew. It's Luffy, it's Zoro, it's
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
See, look at us.
Nami? Nami?
Nami, thank you.
Nami.
Nami. When we finally got to her episode, I was like, dang, we pretty much know everybody else but you. And then when we finally get to you, I was like, damn. I was like, everybody been through some shit. I was like, y'all all go through something. And it kind of makes sense how you all work together. But
Because
it
someone
never
believes in
felt.
you. Someone believes
It's
in the good
crazy.
side of you.
And she took her time too. I mean, there's nothing to spoil, y'all. You either fucking know the whole thing and you're a
Yeah,
fan or
because
you're
it's been
not.
around
It's been around for a
forever.
long time. So
So
we pretty much being introduced this way is very good. So it's gonna be nice. And then the good thing for you is that if they did so well with this, hopefully the Avatar: The Last Airbender is good because that I have watched all of it. So the
I've
trailer and
seen.
everything.
I didn't even finish RDC watch it.
Exactly,
I haven't
but
watched
hopefully
it.
they do well. But Netflix did a really great job. It was very good. Luffy's such a nice character. I mean,
Yes.
he's so heartwarming. It's nice. But then again, I mean, I mean, y'all, Tanjiro. Ever since we got introduced to Tanjiro,
Tanjiro's the best.
Tanjiro really is the best.
And
Like
guys, he didn't even want to watch Tanjiro. He didn't even want to watch
you
Demon
right,
Slayer.
you damn
And
right.
I
I
literally
did not
said,
want to
no,
watch
we're
that.
going to watch it because I love Nezuko. I was like, she's so cute. I want to know what happens.
And boy,
Nezuko,
oh
that
boy,
dog.
did we even review that? Did we even talk about the last thing that we watched of that one? Because that was
No, because we
crazy.
were so late for Tanjiro and them. We
Oh
watched
yeah,
it like
so it's mixed. Yeah, we're so behind on. We were
S
so behind
tier,
on
S
that. S2 for
tier.
sure. Yeah, just throw it up on the S2. But back to the One Piece one. Yeah, very good. I forgot Agent's character, but he's also funny too. Everyone's good. Everyone really works. The actors do a really great job, and we're just like, like bring on season 2.
And we're just saying Agent's character because of the guy that looks like Agent
The
Double
guy
O
that
in
looks like Agent.
like
Sorry,
the best version of like Agent Double O and
they made him look better than his anime character because his anime character,
they
their
made him
anime
look.
characters look interesting. But yeah, we'll never watch the anime, y'all. Sorry, we
It's
never
just too
will. I'm
long.
sorry, it's too
No, if
long.
we ever have kids one day and they want to watch it,
Sure,
maybe.
fine.
Sure.
And
Sure.
we're gonna take turns on the fucking episodes because we know filler is filled in that one. So no.
But
But
we gave it
yeah,
an A because, like
gave
I
an
said,
A.
if you could have me sit down and watch an hour-long episode of Pirates, I couldn't even watch Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean.
Nah, you got it right,
I,
Caribbean. You right.
I literally,
And those graphics better than the graphics
I
today.
could not. Like, it's just too boring. It's all the same thing. Treasure, treasure, arg, arg, arg.
And this one's pretty much Luffy just
Dashi
saying King of the
reference.
Pirates, King of the Pirates, King of the Pirates.
But
You
it also
know?
helps because they are all attractive castmates. That helps a lot too. Not one of them is like, damn, you look a mess. Like, damn, how am I supposed to be looking at you? Ozark?
And the
Yeah,
villain,
so.
I'm dead. And the villains were nice too. The villains were actually all the villains kind of had their thing. And I forgot
The chef?
not the chef,
Yes, chef.
his grandfather, Luffy's grandfather.
Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah, that was nice.
admiral
The
or whatever.
admiral, yeah, the sergeant, whatever he is.
Oh,
But
and even the bubblegum boy, I forgot his name. The one that he was first with.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And like the guy that he had some character development too.
Yes,
The one that he whose hair Zoro cut his
Marines,
hair.
the one who
Yeah, the
wanted
ones
to
in the
be a Marine.
Marines.
Yeah, I think he was
Is his
really
name
nice.
Kobe? It's not.
Kobe,
It's not Kobe.
I think it's I think it's Kobe.
Kibble.
Kobe, something like that. Kibble, but yeah. But no, great. It was an A.
It was
Really
a. It
liked
was. It
it.
was good, and I'm
Liked
excited
it.
for the second season because I'm like, oh, okay. If I can watch, if that would be great. If say like if there's 10,000 episodes, if you can make it 8 episodes and 10 seasons for all of those, hey,
And do it with that budget.
do it with do
Now,
it.
now, if you want to know why I wasn't an S,
Oh yeah, the fighting in the pool. We don't know what's going
and the
on.
strings,
The jumping.
string. We know string work is being used in this series, but it's fine. You know, give them a bigger budget. You're gonna have to need a bigger set, more characters, obviously, but knock out of the park. I mean, it's fun. We can't wait for season two.
I did
But
great.
let's move on to the next ones.
So now we'll go into the other
The long awaited. Oh
anime.
yeah, might as well because we know we want to finish with for sure.
Aaron, I don't know where you're. I told you. You know what, guys? I want to say it here first. I knew Aaron always loved Mikasa, and I always knew that. I always knew
We
that.
finally, so many people been waiting for this series to finish, but we finally finished that Attack on Titan.
And we watched it in good timing because, guys, we watched it like
Ooh.
I think not even. I think it was the first year we had met. We watched
Yeah.
like majority of it, and then we kind of. It's actually been with us the whole time.
It's been with us pretty much the whole time we've known each other, and it's been quite a journey. We have, I mean, it was really the real deep anime we got into that we were like, damn, like this is a really good
It's
one.
cruel though. 80%, guys.
80%. I mean, because there's no reason not to spoil this. Everybody knows about it. I mean, Aaron being held, his head being in Mikasa's arms, and then Armin having to run to them in tears after just seeing them as kids. As kids, and then finding out that Aaron, you had to send the Titan to go after your mother that killed in the first place.
But that guys. So it's obviously phenomenal
Mind
writing.
fucks me.
But that's why it was starting to lose me whenever he became the Attack Titan because of all that stuff. Oh, I made my dad go in there.
Okay, but here
and
we
kill...
go. We have to have the conversation now. What did he tell them? He said his whole dream was to get rid of the Titans in general. Now, he got them off of the island.
No, he said his dream was for him and his friends to be free.
And the only way they could be free is without these Titans around at all. And the only way he could do that is by becoming like the worst enemy. And when he's dying, his
I am
wishes.
not your savior.
His
So,
stop.
Like I said,
His wish was to take care of the Titan power.
A lot of the only thing that had got me because whenever he did say I had to send the Titan after my mom because Bearhold had to survive.
Yeah.
It was just like you're losing me. You're losing me again.
And they already lost her in the last season before that when they revealed
in the last finale,
the time traveling power. Yeah, going back.
But how it started, like how this last season started, was great. Like with the whole like destruction. But you know, I'm guys, I am salty because I'm salty as to why Connie lived, but my girl Sasha couldn't, because all she wanted to, was that her name? That's all
Sasha
she wanted to
was
do.
her name?
That's
Sasha
all she wanted to do was eat. All she wanted to do was eat. But I guess they had to do her because I feel like because she's so low key and all she wanted to do was eat and she was such a joy that they had to do her because if Connie died, people would be like, oh yeah.
But can we get a clap for our boy like Levi? I mean, our guy Levi. He made it to the fucking end. We really thought he was gonna die. I thought they were gonna kill him, but double clap for Levi because he took out motherfucking Zeke.
Yeah, he said he was gonna do it.
I love how Zeke died, bro, because he really came out and he's like, yeah, like I'm smelling the fresh air and look, I'm alive. And then he's like, but I don't think I deserve it. Shing, yeah, you don't. We are not gonna forget the Beast Titan. We're not gonna forget you fucking up the commander.
Captain Erwin.
After one of the greatest speeches we'd have never heard, bro. He had me wanting to charge in there for war, only to get obliterated by fucking rocks you throw as a beast.
Because you loved baseball. That's, like I said, phenomenal writing.
It brought a lot of great things together. And then, of course, I mean, Mikasa, you pretty much are the most important character in the show. I mean, the way you took him out, thank you for being realistic. She went in there and took the head off cleanly. No talking, no nothing. Like I said, the man was destroying everything. And if you have to take him out, you took him out. You took out the love of your life. But we ain't gonna forget the necrophilia. You were making out with the dead head.
Stop.
I mean,
That's
you
her
did make out
nigga.
with the
That's
dead
her
head.
nigga.
But
She gave him a
but
kiss. It's not like she
did.
was
I
sitting
know.
her
I
face
know.
on it.
Hey, we don't know what
Or
happened. It
her
went to. It
on
went. We don't know.
it.
She had some time. She had some time with them.
So that's him being nasty.
I'm just joking. But for real though, it was still a damn good anime. It was still
Great.
It was still
great. Yeah, it was
It
great.
was still great.
Like I said, I just some of the plot twists that were like unfolding. I feel like sometimes the writers maybe were throwing it in there to keep you more intrigued and see how deep the story goes and how much Aaron had to go through. But it does, like I said, take away because like his mom dying was so symbolic to the whole entire thing.
And then it was even
just
crazier with the reveal later of who that Titan was. But then it's like you had to go one layer above that and go, no, I just controlled that. Which is, we get a lot of
which does take away the fact of your mom dying because it's
exactly.
like, oh no, you did. So like that boy that was hurt that wanted to have this dream, this
he just
vision,
didn't remember it. We were just watching his story. We were pretty much watching all of Aaron's story from the beginning, like as it was, and like everything that kind of led up to him being the guy who could take away Titans. And then Mikasa dying alone, at a tree, very sad.
I would have loved you, girl.
Very, very sad, very sad. Like I was
and
hurt
she
by
never
that.
took that scarf off.
She never really. She died in that scarf.
Maybe that was his symbolism for her not really being his slave, because he said take it off, and like her.
And she didn't want to. Yeah.
And she never did.
She killed him with it on. Yeah.
Women's rights.
Is it bad? Is it really bad enough to lose it from its S spot? I mean, the entirety of it. You have to remember what we all watched. Them training to fight the Titans.
Because that episode with him and his daddy and them attacking, that will make it an A. But it is.
If our kids ever wanted to rewatch it, would we watch it?
I don't think our kids should be watching that.
I mean, not kids, fine. Teenagers?
Yeah, they want to. Yeah, they'd have to. I would say 9 and up.
9 and up. Would you suggest this to someone if they wanted an anime to watch? Like over this,
it all depends
like
on
over,
the person.
like over the winter break or something. If they had like a couple of weeks to watch an anime.
It depends on the person.
Really?
My friends are not into anime, so it's a little bit
just
easier
a person,
for him.
Just a person.
It's pretty gruesome.
I remember, I got a couple niggas who do not watch animes. They have straight up told me they do not watch them.
It's pretty gruesome, so I don't know.
But if you do ever watch an anime, this is one we could
it's
probably
a good one
tell
that's
you.
That's not too.
Is it like Game of Thrones? Is this like a Game of Thrones thing? Is this how Game of Thrones people feel? You get built up because it's all this, and then the last season kind of lets you down.
Well, this wasn't really a letdown.
Are you sure? Okay, but it wasn't a disaster of an ending.
Because I knew the whole time that Aaron was in love with Mikasa, so I already knew.
But you were a bitch.
I already knew.
Bitch, though. You are a bitch, Aaron, for not straight up telling her. You could have solved so much by just telling. Anyway, let me let it go. I'm heated. I'm heated by it.
That wouldn't make her kill him at the end. She had to not have all of it.
And he wanted to. Yeah, but it really said Armin was like, maybe she'll meet a nice. But that was funny. He was like, maybe she'll meet a nice man. She's probably talking to another man already. And then Aaron, just like a kid, no, I wanted to be with me. And I'm like, nigga, why didn't you say anything? We had all this time. Damn. You want to go over here and be a big ass spider?
Exactly. Aaron, I don't know, but you're. So.
Who's that from again? What YouTube is that again? Dev. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's an A. It's not an S anymore.
Love you, Mikasa. You the realest.
Yeah, you really are the main character of this series. Like Aaron, he was the protagonist.
And my favorite one didn't die, y'all. My favorite one didn't die.
Because I was like, one of them gonna have to die. That's how the series ends. Either Aaron kills Mikasa,
but
or
I
kind
of figured they wouldn't. Because Aaron, you're a Titan. Mikasa, you're too strong, and they need you. And then Armin, you already did die. Mm-hmm. So.
See how long it's taking me to get this damn thing? I was jacking up. Anyways, we got one more series left. Speaking of shows that we have to be careful suggesting, the last show we have left is the first season of Gen V. I mean,
and I keep wanting to call it Gen X, but it's
Gen V,
which is a spinoff of The Boys. I never watched The Boys. He did.
After watching Gen V, would you watch The Boys, or are you like, nah, never mind?
I've seen enough clips.
You've seen enough clips. You've seen enough clips.
But I would want to see the true, I guess,
before this
ferocity of Homelander, just because I don't know.
Like I said, the fourth season. I don't know when the fourth season coming out. But anyway, let's get to Gen V. I watched the first 5.5 minutes of it, paused it, and then I waited because I figured, you know what, let's watch this together. She might like this, she might enjoy this. And we just went through it week by week as it released until it finished, and now I mean,
No,
hey,
we literally went 1 through 6,
one
and
through oh
then
really? Oh,
we
it was like
watched the
two
last
episodes
two.
left. My
Yeah.
bad, my bad. I forgot. But what do you think of it so far? You tell me, because I watch The
I
Boys. I know what I'm
he
into when I
he's
like this
always
show.
he's always saying, if you guys know, this isn't a spoiler if you know their powers. That's not really gonna affect the story at all.
We can spoil it.
But
It really don't matter.
but
Enough people seen it.
she's not trans, but she is a boy and a girl. So I don't know. I don't. They. Her power is OP, or
OP, yeah.
their power is OP.
Canceled. You gotta
Like
say
their
that
power
in
is
there.
OP. Like he doesn't think it's that, like, he doesn't think it's like that strong, but
The little
I think
power
it
blast
is.
is cool.
But she's strong, and
I
then
gotta
she's
I gotta bring up the cast
agile.
names because we gotta give them their
Like
respect.
like I said, I think her name. Ooh, I know it's Marie.
It's Jordan.
Jordan. Okay.
Jordan's the they character. Marie is
That's funny. His name is Derek.
Derek. I'm dead. But I mean, this was fun. This was a fun series to watch.
And Kate, girl,
Kate, you messed
Kate.
up. Kate, you really messed up.
But
Good villain
imagine,
arc
but
though.
y'all, can you imagine having that power? Now, Kate is pretty gruesome with her power, but if I had the power to control your mind just by the touch of my hand, I'm sorry, I probably would be doing a lot of good things. Like, I would literally be touching people and literally saying, like, don't be racist, don't be crude, don't be rude to people. Try to find the best in every single person you meet.
Unfortunately, you could do that with every single person on the earth, and there's still gonna be someone born, and
No,
they're gonna have a
and I'll do it
different
to every
opinion.
baby.
Oh
Hey, let
my
me touch
God! Look
every
at you!
baby.
Look at you!
Let
Look
me
at
touch
you!
every
Look at
baby.
you!
World peace. That's all they're gonna know. World peace. I'll
That's
be
true. That's true.
Tanjiro.
Very,
I'll literally have. I'll just.
very nice mindset.
That's why
Okay,
it's like.
so Jordan's is would you say Jordan's powers? No, Kate's power is probably the one you would want the most from the show, right? If you could have somebody's power from the show, you would want Kate's.
Yeah, I would.
Look at you! Look at you! You
Yeah.
messed up! You
Just be,
messed
but I
up!
hope,
I'm
but no,
dead.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because she can hear everything that people are
You gotta
thinking
control that.
too.
That's a lot of control.
I.
You might need to be drugged up like how she was just to shut down the thoughts of everybody
But I don't know if I'd want
speaking.
that. I'll take Jordan's. I'll take Jordan's, because the fact that I can. It's not the fact that I need to be both, but it's just the fact, like, you're strong, you're
Okay, so you
agile, you
can't
can.
have either of them. You gotta have pick if you could pick someone's power from the show, who would you want the most?
I told you Jordan's. I'm having
Oh, so
both
you
of
really
them.
want?
There's
Oh, so
two
you really
people
would
in
want?
one.
Okay.
Like, even the first guy
Yeah, I
that
wouldn't want
died,
Kate's power. That's too powerful.
like the main, and like Marie, her power is cool too. But it's like, I'm not trying to be cutting myself. Blood is kind
Golden
of,
blood.
.
Yeah. Oh, but before we start picking powers, that's what I think we really liked about the show the most, is that the powers represented aspects of things. Like Marie's was self harm, and then Emma's was like an eating disorder. How she gets smaller
Yeah.
and bigger,
And then
but
now
it's
she knows,
and
like,
now
how
she
she can.
knows
Yeah.
it's how like her emotions are.
Exactly.
Like, I
So.
mean, Kate's can even be like mental health in general, like just how it can collapse on itself. It's
Mhm.
it's it's something. It was nice. And then even your boy from Save the Last Dance, he's in this
Ew,
series. He's in this
Derek.
Derek,
Yeah.
yeah, he's in this series. But being Polarity, being the guy who can control metal and
They're kind of
whatnot.
lame. Him
They
and his
control metal,
son.
and the
Lame.
powers are killing them.
Lame. 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 Like, I just.
But
Yeah.
wait, but if their powers are killing them, isn't there a superhero who can like solve that? There's got to be a superhero who can solve
Probably
that.
not. Probably not.
But I don't even know if I want anyone's powers from this show because it just makes them crazy. But give me Newman's powers, because
Who is new? Oh,
give her
that's.
her powers. Give her her powers. The same. I guess the same as Marie's, but I don't
You.
want to be
It
cutting
is
myself. I don't want to
Marie's.
be. I don't want to be cutting myself to use the
Oh
blood. I'd rather do the
God.
whole bending thing or whatever. You
Bloodbending. You want
know.
to be Scarlet.
But like how she saved the girl's life at the party, that's cool. Like you can pretty
Yeah,
much
that
bring
is.
people's
Yeah.
lives. You can pretty much save, especially in the hospital. You can save everyone's life in the
But then if
hospital
you
pretty
touch
easily.
everyone at birth, no one will be doing this.
But then you're like playing.
But I'm not.
Yeah, they see. Then you're putting people on a path from before.
But it did well on doing a spin-off, because, like I said, I've never seen The Boys, but I was intrigued enough to watch it. But it is pretty gruesome. Definitely need to
gruesome. No. Gruesome is an understatement. Gruesome, vulgar,
be violent.
violent. destructive, but it feels like if superheroes in college really were, a part of something, then yeah,
But
this would pretty
guys,
much be
this
it.
is a good question because would you be pro hero or not? Just like okay, just
Exactly.
if
It
you
does
guys
pose
have
that
seen
question.
Superman and Batman, a lot of people hated Superman, but a lot of people saw him as a savior, like a god to
Yeah,
them.
even in the Superman v Batman movie, he was in trial for his actions, and like
Yeah.
the superheroes should be on trial for their actions if it's a real thing.
So that's why it's kind of like and you know what me and him said? I said, well, if it came down to it, sorry, anti-hero. I
I
wouldn't be able to do
mean,
it because because of the fact I know too many. Just like even with serial killers now, guys, right? How so many
oof.
people will try to imitate them. There's going to be too many people that are trying to imitate that superhero. It's gonna be if everyone had common sense. Sure, I don't mind having a
Think
superhero.
about it, y'all. There's people who worship and create fan pages
And
of
cult.
imaginary characters, like characters that are written out of a book, just like the one you're seeing on the screen. Like there's people who have fan pages of characters like this. If people actually existed with superpowers,
And
it
I
would be
don't I don't
so
want to be
much
sleeping and then
worse.
possibly cars getting thrown into my apartment, house, airplane. I'm okay on that. I
Hmm.
would probably rather not have that, but
Okay, but
we all know they're an area for people
back to
have
the
them.
series. Do you have a best moment, best something you remember the most from it? Probably the intro was fire. That was a very good way to introduce Marie,
But
her
honestly, guys,
power.
I will answer your question. But another part of me, once again, niggas, niggas and women, stop fucking your homies, girl.
Oh my god!
Stop
Oh
doing
my
that. And women,
god!
stop fucking your girls, nigga. Stop. I don't know what.
Yeah, that was
That's disgusting because
held it back from an
that
S a little bit.
that man like it's like imagine having that brotherly love for like I said a brother pretty much and then the whole how do you even know it's real? Do you really even love
You
me to be
don't. You don't.
betraying
That's a
me?
conversation though. You're a snake. A snake is a snake, and a snake's always gonna be a snake like that. You were fucking your homie's
A
girl.
snake sheds its skin
A
but it
snake
never
sheds
changes.
exactly, but it never changes. Just because you shed your skin don't mean nothing. You could be evolving into an even more snakier snake. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. But he was
It's
fucking his
just
homie's girl,
the
and
whole
then before he
time.
died, his dying words were, "I
I love
love
you
you."
because
But
he
you
knew.
can't do that shit. You
But
can't
also we
do
don't.
that
But
shit to
also we don't
him.
know if he truly knew. We don't. That was just in
He.
Kate's mind. Remember?
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, because remember that was when they were going through her memories and
She
stuff.
probably. What are we talking about? This is Kate. She made that nigga forget every single time he found out.
Probably.
He probably found out 3, 4 times, and she was like, "No, you don't remember. No, you don't remember," because it's easy, and you're too dangerous that way. You can't be having somebody like that just going to college. But of course, we know it's not a college. It's a fun series. It's a really
But
fun
I just
series.
feel like you're sick. It's all about that anticipation of oh we might get caught or oh what happens if he does find out or what if he likes it's just I don't
It's
know.
weird. I just don't understand. And him
This is
as the
not kink
character,
shame,
yeah.
but this is not kink shame, but like I said, you can. Don't worry. There's almost 8 billion people in the world. We're getting closer to 8 billion. You can find someone else that your friend has not sat on, kissed, or touched. I promise. I promise. I promise.
But for the series itself, yeah. Back to your favorite.
Um. Oh, it's kind of
It's
hard.
tough. Like I say, I don't mind the opening. I think the opening is it's a good way to get you introduced to a spinoff.
You know what? You're gonna. It's not even like a phenomenal part, but I do like the fact whenever they were all saying how they first realized their powers, and Kate had told her little brother, "Leave and never come back."
Oh my god, that's
That's
hurtful.
cruel as fuck. But it's also like it sucks because it's like you're a young kid. You don't know what you're capable of yet.
Oh, but think the show's so good, you could have switched it and had that be the opening, and you still would have been hooked. Because
Hmm.
then it's like days go by, months go by, years go by, and then she realizes, oh my god, that is a power. Like I literally told
And
and
there's
never come
nothing.
back.
And there's
He's
nothing you
gonna
can
come
do to
back. He's gonna
change.
he's gonna clearly come back. He's just not.
I don't know.
I don't know. You can. I just feel
Her
like
power's too strong, and that was when she first started. Clearly, Marie killed her parents. Their powers are still just as strong.
yeah, that's true.
Her brother's never coming back unless they want him to come back.
Yeah, and then Jordan, and then Jordan's
Because
power.
honestly, it's not like she ever said forget all of us and never come back. She just said I want you to walk away and
Leave
never
and
come
never come
back.
back.
Yeah.
I never want to see you again. I don't know what she said. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was cool. But yeah, that reveal that was
I
pretty
hope they
rough.
develop Marie and her sister a little bit better, you know.
Actually, show her sister because we've only seen her sister in
But honestly, y'all, her sister kind of a hoe, not even gonna lie. Because,
Wow.
I mean, she is a little bit. I mean, you know, because I'm sorry, y'all. If you know your sibling, right? Y'all aren't little kids. It's not like you have a huge age difference.
Mhm.
And I walk in and I see blood everywhere. My sister looks terrified. And our parents are dead, I'm not going to think she went into a rage and killed them. I'm sorry, that's going to be the furthest thing from my mind if you know your sibling. But also, you never know what people are capable of. You never know where their mind is at. But the first thing I would do is be like, what happened? What is going on? But I also understand they're so young, so that's not going to be the comprehension skills they have. But I'm not going to automatically hate my sister. That's still that's still, that's still blood.
That's true.
So
It,
that's why I said she was kind of a hoe, because I'm just like.
I mean, you needed that reaction to plot. You know, plot's got a plot, but
But it also is weird because it's like, how come Marie went to that school, but the others? Where were the others before all this? Well, Kate was stuck in her room. Where was Jordan?
We don't know. Hopefully, we'll get more reveal of that. But even how the parent treated Jordan when they were flipping back and forth between
I like that
girl
too.
and boy when they were having that conversation. Like I said, it starts a lot of good conversations that you probably don't have before about why you would try to change back and forth or why you prefer one over the other. Someone has a superpower like that, and she's strong. She's strong. They strong. So
Because like her dad was just so disgusted, but it's like, sir, you have two kids in one.
exactly.
Two kids in
That's
one, and literally two different kids in
one.
one. Like, that's amazing.
I know the mom happy. Mom's like, hey, I got a daughter and a son.
I'd be like, hey, I'd be like, cool, I get the best of both worlds, because I'd be like, hey, you can come with me shopping. I can change in front of you knowing you a girl, but then you can change to a boy and be like, hey, how do you feel like this really look? Though?
I'm dead.
Like, you a man now, so that was, like I said, that's just phenomenal to me. I would be so excited. I would be ecstatic as hell if that was, and plus they're strong as fuck. Like, I would always feel protected. I would love them so much, but like, clearly the dad is just a different. He's just like, like, why would you want to do this, Jordan? Da 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 da. But it's like, Jordan is both. So
Jordan is both. I would say definitely like I said, it is the beginning. That's my favorite part. I'd say the weakest. I mean, if there's ever the weakest part of it, it is Andre. I think Andre. I think that's his name, Andre.
Yeah, and
he really is just like the weakest character. The whole polarity, the metal thing. Hopefully, he can redeem himself. Also, I think
he
the
really
acting.
Didn't do anything.
Also, I'm sorry, the acting wasn't. He was.
He created a hole in his dad's dick on a statue. And then
he
almost killed a lady that Marie had to save.
Pretty much.
And you know what, guys? What's so cruel is the fact that Hank from freaking Detroit, his ass literally was gonna kick out Marie because once again it didn't fit the agenda. And that's what everyone you should know. Like, a lot of people think that a lot of things are on their side. Like, it's gonna sound so bad, but a lot of people think that like maybe the government, the cops, or something is on their side. It's all a big scheme, and as sad as that is, you'll learn it the older you get. It is all just really a scheme, because Marie saved someone's life, but what did they say? Oh no, you're gonna ruin the image of other people. And ladies, we know that because in college, if we're unfortunate and we get assaulted of some sort, of any kind, you're gonna ruin that boy's life. Are you sure that's what you want to do?
Yeah.
No one's gonna believe you, and we saw that in Amanda's show,
The Dropout.
Elizabeth, yeah. Oh, the Dropout.
The Dropout,
yeah,
The Dropout.
So it's like, you see, it's just crazy how like
it's a flip. It's a flip because guess what? At the end, it was like, oh, we want you to be in the 7, the first black girl in the 7. The 7 obviously being, if you know the boys.
But that's because she knew somebody that knows somebody that knows.
Exactly. She knew somebody she could get close.
Connections.
Yeah, and then she wants to be like that. Why? Because it's more status and image, and It's just it
And they
always
also
feels
know,
like a game.
and they also know her weakness is her sister, so they will tell her anything. If just like the girl at the
We
very end, stop them, and then I'll let you see your sister.
yeah.
What do they always do
And
that,
we
or
don't even
I'll
know
get
who
you
her
in the
damn
seven,
sister
in the
is.
seven. Her
Yep.
sister could be dead for all we know.
They could have killed her. That would be a
Her
crazy
sister could have
reveal.
powers, and what if she gonna take her down?
Ooh, that'd be
That'd be
nice.
cool. That'd be
That'd be
because
a
she is
nice one. That'd be a
younger.
nice
So
one.
maybe she got her powers later and then realized, oh, Marie, I already know, like, you didn't kill them because I
Because
messed up too.
because
Like,
I'm telling you, like the boys, like how the boys be, like tragic shit be happening almost all the time. So
mm-hmm.
don't be surprised if someone just tells her, like don't be surprised if another season from now it's spent her trying to figure out, oh, we're close to my sister, and then they finally get there, and then she's just dead. Like somebody just tells her, oh no, we killed her. Oh, but we forgot to tell you. Like shit like that happens, and it's just like, okay, move on. It just happens. Damn, that was
That's
the
actually
ending of
perfect
it.
timing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was perfect
It was
timing.
55 minutes.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, we've
55
talked for
minutes.
an
Well,
hour.
yeah, we're pretty much at the end now. We'll wrap it up
But
here.
Gen we
Oh,
did give
what
we
we give
gave it
Gen V?
a
I think we
A.
gave an A.
Yeah, I think we gave it A. The only reason we didn't give it an S because, like I said, Andre but I mean, we probably will.
It's got S potential, y'all.
It
It's
does.
it's
We'll
it's
see what the
fun.
second, because there's a lot of we hope it just gets better because we've had a lot of shows where it starts off excellent, it's great, it's perfect, and then it's like it goes to the
Promise
second season.
Neverland.
Talk
Actually,
about no return, no
Yellow
return.
Jackets. Yeah, we're waiting on that one to
And y'all, they got rid of iCarly.
no, just moment of silence for iCarly for a good rejuvenated sequel.
It was good while it
And it was good
lasted.
while it lasted.
And you know what sucks? We're never gonna see her mama. We ain't never
Ah,
gonna see her
whoever was supposed to
mama.
be the mother's actress,
We
supposed to be like
ain't
the
never gonna
actress for
see.
her
Cause it's
mom. I
like they're
feel
doing
bad for her.
auditions, and then it's like, oh, we're about to give you the. Oh,
Oh,
it's canceled. Never
oh, gotta
mind.
come next week. Yep.
But
Never
hopefully
mind.
someone will pick it up and But I don't know if she'll want to. Cause imagine, like, I wouldn't want to do it again. If I'm Miranda,
Exactly.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
if we
Oh,
do it a final season, I'd be like, if we do it
no, a
again,
movie. Just do a fucking movie at this
no, cause
point.
Zoe 102 was ass.
Hmm.
So, but Jamie looks a mess. They all, yo, if y'all seen Zoe 102, they look horrible. Like they
That should
look
not have been made. Like that
bad.
really should not have been made.
It was like it would have been way better because it actually was like a cool concept because like only one that looks good is Erin, which her what's it Quinn, it's Quinn
Mm-hmm.
in the show, but it's just like she looks great and I already knew because she had like lost a lot of weight after the show and like she took care of herself and all tips. She's like kind of like a hippie, I think. Don't quote me on that. But it's just like she looks good. Everyone else looks horrible. I'm like, damn, people look a mess.
Yeah, it didn't need to be made.
And it was just like I said, they looked bad, and it was just kind of all over. Like I said, it was just something rushed
Yeah.
and put together because they knew they couldn't get another season.
But before we leave, we must tell them what we are going to watch tonight. We're giving Marvel one last chance. This is our last Marvel movie we're seeing in the theaters. We're gonna see the Marvels because we watched Captain Marvel. We didn't hate it, y'all. We understand. Incels, we understand that. Shout out Funky Frog. We get it.
We fucks with
we
fucks with Bree.
we
I seen
fucks
her in
with
the
Bree.
room. First time I seen her was in the room.
We fucks with
Okay?
Bree, yeah, and we also and Tiana Paris as well.
But Bree was a mean girl in like some Disney shows, if y'all remember. It was a while ago though.
But yeah, but we'll watch it tonight. We'll let y'all know what we think next week, probably about it. But we'll give it a chance. We don't be believing all the numbers and stuff online. If you want to go see a movie, go see a movie. Don't be
Yeah.
Don't be
Always
waiting.
form your own opinion. Always form your own
Exactly.
opinion.
Here's my last piece of advice. Don't be always looking at Letterboxd, Rotten Tomatoes, YouTube reviews. If you just want to see a movie because you want to see a movie, go see it and form your
Because Rotten
own
Tomatoes
opinion
has
about it.
made some of my movies like F's that I love. So I'm like, damn.
Okay, Freeway. Now,
Okay, don't ever watch that, kids. Don't watch it. Do not watch it.
I like how we think we're a kids channel with just cursing and shit. But yeah, we'll watch that tonight. And in terms of other things we're watching, we'll see. Give us suggestions because we ran out of things. We are watching
y'all,
Invincible
and
though.
should we watch Bleach? I want to watch Bleach.
Yes,
but he don't want me to watch Bleach.
We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll.
I want to watch Bleach.
And
though.
we'll see. Should we watch Bleach? We'll give it a Chainsaw Man. Got to give that one a try too. But then we'll
Oh
be
yeah,
good.
because that's short. Yeah, I'd rather do that now.
Yeah. But anyway, let's we'll bounce out of here now because
Oh yeah, because we gotta go.
we gotta go. We actually gotta go to the movies. So yeah.
All right, guys, take care.
Peace out, y'all.